Hey there, welcome back to Reinventing Me at 60. Today I am diving into one of the biggest questions people over 50 wrestle with. Should I retire now or should I wait? And here's the thing, if I wasn't already retired, I would absolutely choose to retire now and not wait. And in this video, I am going to tell you exactly why. So if you've been lying awake at night wondering if it's time to hang up that 9 to 5 grind, pour yourself a coffee, get cozy, and let's talk about it. Because today I want to make a case for why now might just be the best time to retire and not in 5 years from now. Let's start with the big one, health. Because if you ask most retirees what they wish they would have done different, they would say, I wish I would have retired sooner while I was still in a healthy state. Now, I don't say that to scare you. I say that to wake you up. We spend decades telling ourselves we'll do all that fun stuff later. But later has a sneaky way of becoming too late. According to the CDC and Health Canada, chronic health issues like arthritis, mobility loss, and cognitive decline start picking up steam right around 65. And the average healthy life expectancy, that's how long you can live without serious limitations, is around 72. So yeah, you might live until you're 85, but will you be able to backpack through Spain or chase your grandkids around the backyard or start that little woodworking side hustle? That window starts closing faster than most people think. When I was still working, I had energy, but I was using it all up for work. Now that I'm retired, I can put that energy into things that I actually care about. And I'm going to tell you, it's a whole different kind of tired at the end of the day. The good kind now. Let's carry that thought into money, because I know that's the next thing on your mind. So I can already hear the financial voices in your head saying, but if I wait a few more years, I could get more pension, more CPP, bigger Social Security. You're not wrong in that, but here's the twist. That math doesn't always work in your favor. Yes, delaying CPP or Social Security past 65 gets you an increase of about 7 to 8% more each year you wait. Sounds good, right? But here's the catch. You gotta live well into your 80s before you actually even break even. And most people, they don't. Or if they do, they're not traveling or chasing dreams. They're managing medications and downsizing their lifestyle. According to a Vanguard study, people's retirement savings only go up a small amount after 60. And frankly, those extra dollars don't make up for the experiences that you're missing out on. Which brings me to a reality that we need to talk about, burnout. Because working longer isn't always a choice. Sometimes it's just survival. I want you to think about your average workday. How you feel when you wake up. Energized? Excited? Or do you feel drained before you even pour your first cup of coffee? Burnout is real, and it's not just something younger workers deal with. A 2022 Gallup poll showed that older workers, especially those over 55, are now among the least engaged employees. 1 in 3 people reports feeling stressed or emotionally detached. Let me be honest, by the time I hit my late 50s, I was not thriving. I was recovering from work, from stress, from constantly pushing myself through the day. And the weekends, they were just recovery time. Retirement wasn't just about freedom. It was about healing. And if you're feeling that way too, I want you to know you're not lazy. You're just done. And that's okay. Let's talk about what happens when you give yourself permission to be done. Here's what nobody tells you. Retirement doesn't mean the end of your purpose. It might be the first time you actually have space to find it. We live in a world now where you can retire at 60 and still start a YouTube channel. Hello. Or launch a side hustle, or finally go to Italy, or take that art class. The possibilities are incredible. I'm not just filling my time. I'm finally doing things I've never had energy or time for before. Things that light me up, things that connect me with other people. Okay, let's keep going because the next one might be the biggest reason not to wait. Let's get real. We can always make money. We can't always make more time. We budget every penny, we worry about every dollar, but we give away our years to jobs that drain us, people that undervalue us, and routines that don't serve us. When we talk about retirement, we often say things like maybe in a year or two, or maybe even 5. But here's what that actually sounds like. It sounds like I'll start living later, and sometimes later never comes. Harvard research shows that we consistently overestimate how much quality time that we have left. And the truth is, we get about 10 to 12 good, active, healthy years after retirement, if we're lucky. So ask yourself, what would you do if you had those years right now? Because that leads perfectly into the next big question. Should you retire now? Let's figure that out together. Let's break it down. This is where it gets practical. Grab a notepad or just have a running tally in your head. If you answer yes to most of these questions, you just might be ready. Are you financially okay? Not rich, but stable. Are you emotionally and physically burnt out? Do you have dreams, hobbies, or goals that you keep pushing aside? Is your health currently decent, but you know it won't stay that way forever? Are you curious about what life would be like without the structure of work? If you answered yes to these questions, what are you really waiting for? Maybe you've never even let yourself consider retiring now because you thought it was irresponsible. But here's the truth. It's not irresponsible to choose yourself. It's not selfish to say, I want more time with my grandkids. I want to write. I want to walk every day and drink coffee in peace. You don't need $1 million. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a start. I hope this video has given you some clarity and maybe a little courage. Retirement isn't the end of who you are. It's the beginning of who you were meant to be before the jobs, the stress, and the obligations took over. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment and share your thoughts. And if you're on the edge of retiring or need someone to cheer you on, I'm right here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's wrestling with the same questions. Thanks for spending this time with me. And hey, if no one has told you this today, let me be the first. You have earned the right to rest. You have earned the right to dream. And you have earned the right to begin again. To find out why I retired at 58, check out this video. See you on the next one.